€1,000 on the line and a place at the Horizon Cup, obviously in November, which we played out in Singapore. That massive international tournament. We're all looking forward to it. Let's see what the pick and bans are going to be. Senna coming straight out, and also should point out that QUESO obviously on the blue side again, and RIX obviously choosing red.
Yeah, RIX chose red off the back of that loss there. Senna not going to get seen. It looks like Team QUESO on blue side happy to take that away. It's not a first pick priority for them. They don't want to give the opportunity over to RIX either. Let's see. Was the Ahri a problem? Do RIX think the Ahri was a problem in this scenario? The ban strategy worked for Team QUESO last time round. They ain't going to change it, I feel. We're going to see the same bans for them before this.
Well, it was a Galio first pick. They do go with the ban on Ahri, despite the fact they're talking about we don't see it as a problem. Yesterday, of course, we were talking about it because both, obviously, Ruiz and Veos were very much heavy on the Ahri. This time it is taken away. That means the Zig's also going to get banned out, and the Camille, which leaves...
Galio for a first pick.
Galio is a first pick again for QUESO, yes.
Yeah, I think that's the sensible choice here. Now let's see what RIX decide to opt into. Do we see Leon go back towards Bruiser? Do we give Leon more space in the draft for a counter here? It looks like Fiora straight away.
Ooh! Now, what I was about to say is Lee Sin is open, so I was wondering if they were going to go for that.
Yeah, they
well
do.
Yes, there we go. Kind of expected it. Yeah, so that could, of course, be on Leon or Doom. Obviously, the Fiora coming out, we would expect it to be on Doom. And Leon will be on the Fiora.
Yes, we'd expect the lead to be on Doom, absolutely. But again, that flexibility between these two players is something that has been a major strength for RIX over the course of these Origin series. Zyra Khan, old school Team QUESO, gets locked in here.
And the winning combo for yesterday against the Game Lord, obviously, it was the combo that worked for them, the Zyra Khan. I mean, paired with Galio as well, it gives such a massive knock-up value.
Plenty of people. Janna comes through. We have not seen much Janna.
I think we had one.
We had one game.
I
think we had one game of Janna in day one, and it's Ezreal Janna that comes through for RIX here. This is probably, individually speaking, for Clue and Friend, probably their best two champions. So they're clearly meaning business in the second game of the series. Acolyte's Renekton does get locked in here. It is a tough early matchup, but do expect Team QUESO to go for a double mid strategy again. They're going to try and get an early level 2 for Renekton. They're going to translate back into the Baron lane, and it'll be Kha'Zix for Andre. Now, that's not an easy matchup into Lee Sin, by the way, but they said Corki has been given over to Snitch. That was something that was so successful him in the series versus Unicorns of Love. So I would say that RIX come out with a maybe more comfortable draft for them in terms of individual picks, but it is a very comfortable draft as well for Team QUESO.
There's very little front line for RIX, though.
When have they ever drafted front line?
I mean, you got a monsoon to like blow them away. Who knows? Let's get the game underway, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2, it is QUESO leading the first matchup, and we were talking about, obviously, Litmus says throughout the whole of the first day, well, a battle between these two. We know it has gone the distance before. That's been in best of 5s. Here we are in a best of 7. Yes, I said 7, incredibly enough. And at the moment, we've got a bit of a little team fight shenanigans potentially at the start. Obviously, we've been talking about Acolyte getting that tier 2. Well, look at this. Leon's doing the same. Yeah,
he doesn't want to get caught out by an early level 2 for Acolyte here, so they have the better push at this stage. Acolyte takes a lot of damage. This is actually a good punish from RIX. That is a strategy that has been working out consistently for Team QUESO, but I say that Clue has taken a bunch of damage early on in this bot lane. So natural priority because Clue did commit to that mid lane engage for RIX. However, he won't lose too many minions. I think Friend should stay within the XP range here, able to just farm safely with that Mystic Shot. But a good start for Leon, sacrificed some pressure in the bot lane for it, however.
Yeah, I wonder whether they were going to try and punish Friend to try and step forward. You can see Memorize wants to go for this. It will. There's the Grand Entrance, gets the knock-up. The damage will come through. Nice little punish there. And that keeps them away from the minion wave. The second Clue returns. Will get a bit of Honey Fruit and backs away. Acolyte has done the same. Had that Honey Fruit. Leon takes a bit of damage from the minions, actually, there.
He still has his Honey Fruit available, though, so Leon can go back and get that. That means he's got a pretty major HP advantage. And, of course, Doom, we know that how he likes to vertical jungle. Could very easily see him try and dive Acolyte. Acolyte's not even going to take the risk, though, and he will lose some minions to the tower here.
And lost the level advantage over Leon. That could be absolutely punishing. We'll keep our eye on that one as it plays out. Here's a bit of a little focus around the mid. Andreas has joined us here. Memorize is ready, looking for Clue. Yeah, I think a bit of a telegraph there with the Andreas going down. Clue's like, nope, I'm off.
We'll see another vertical jungle split. It's about whether you can convert this, though. There is a 4-man dive towards Friend, and Ibu's positioning has given this away completely, I feel. So Friend just going to dive away. I think Ayabu a little bit quick to pull the trigger there, but it has allowed them to get into that blue side jungle. But I say that Friend and Clue have had a really tough early game. Leon is freezing top lane, however, so Acolyte still starved out from experience and levels.
Well, I tell you what, Friend is risking it coming back there. And, Memorize just stood right on top of a ward. Oh, Doom just misses it and goes away. And wasting a little bit of time for everyone there. Nobody really gaining from that one.
No, Doom does still have his blue buff available, though, so should be able to take that down. He's a little further behind Andre in terms of experience, but that should catch relatively quickly. I say the RIX, their bot lane has classically been called very strong. Well, that's a lot of damage.
There's the grand entrance, and that's Clues going down. Just stuck around a little too long there, feeling the confidence as they caught Ebu out. Wasn't ready for Memorize to rejoin the party.
No, Clue unfortunately just punished in this early game for committing very heavily to that bot side, or that mid side 2v2. You have to hope this is paying off for Leon on the top side of the map. Gold advantage weighed in favor of Team QUESO again. Leon does have level 5 to Acolyte's level 4 right now, but is Andre making his way up to the top side of the map?
It's interesting because we haven't seen too many of those duo lane battles. Acolyte almost baiting this one, telegraphing it a little too deep there. Andreas will jump in onto Leon there, but he should be able to get away. Taste of Fear sort of signifying that for Leon. That's where that big chunk of damage came from. Leon turns it around, tries to go in for Andreas. Is it going to be enough with that Ignite running? True Shot Barrage is not going to land, and he will back away. Yeah, Doom's coming around the backside. Is he close enough? Yeah, he's going to take that tower hit. That may well prevent it. He's going to try and shove the wave in, and Andreas has managed to get himself topped off enough that he should be safe, yeah.
And you can see the bot lane also. Heavy roams coming out from our support. This is very reminiscent of PC League meta right now. Both Clue and Memorized roaming around the map. Memorized has got that big experience advantage now, though, has unlocked his ultimate, the quickening, available for use. Team QUESO, again, taking control of the early game here, just through really smart macro play and a very, very good awareness.
Doom a little out of position there. Wanted to try and get down, and this is what we talked about. He got the ward down. That's exactly what we're after at the Rift Herald.
You can see Rift Herald has spawned, a lot of resources committed. I think this time round, RIX will just settle for the Dragon. And they're going to be, at least Leon running a bit of distraction around this Rift Herald for the time being, though. I
think he got a second ward down as well. It's probably just been cleared out there, but the Drake will indeed go across. So, simple Ocean Drake going to be picked up by RIX GG. There is the Herald being collected by QUESO. This time, as you pointed out, they're not going to